Hey YouTube, I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing and overview of what might be one of the best Black Friday deals this year for gaming laptops specifically. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I'm not a huge fan of gaming laptops because they are thick, they're heavy, they're loud, under load. My current gaming laptop is a Lenovo Legion 5 from 2020. So I've had this for a number of years now. It has the Ryzen Renoir, so the 4000 series, so the 4800H with the GeForce GTX 1650 Ti and the integrated Radeon. If you're somebody who wants a laptop GPU for gaming and other things, whether it be AI or whatever, I think the HP Omen 16 can be had right now, at least at time of filming, for well under $2,000. So we're talking like this is typically, so as configured here, this one is about $1,800. So $1,799 at Micro Center right now, and it includes the GeForce RTX 5080 laptop GPU. So that under $2,000 is really good. This one has the AMD HX 375, so that special one that I think is exclusive to HP. So it's got that Ryzen AI 300 in here, which does mean that if you are going to carry this around with you and actually use battery, the battery life on this is going to be significantly better than the one that ships with the Intel 275HX, because the 275HX is it's kind of like a desktop CPU just forced into a laptop, so that one's going to run really hot and force fans to run really, really loud. So I think this is kind of the smarter way to go if you're looking for a gaming laptop and you want good acoustics and that sort of thing. So let's go ahead and open it up here. So you have these pull tabs to get it up and out. That's the laptop. And then inside the box, it comes with accessories, namely a power cord. So in this little pouch, it does have an HP Omen setup instruction guide here. So pretty much setup guide is included, full color manual. And the power brick is a 330 watt adapter, so this is very big. And it has the HP barrel plug design. The round designs are actually quite good. Lenovo used to have a really large cylindrical plug back in the IBM days, and that was a very good design. I don't know, I guess, let me know in the comments below, do you prefer these barrel plugs? Now, you can charge the laptop using USB-C, which we'll get into in a little bit. All right, and the laptop itself, it does have an aluminum back as well as an aluminum bottom cover. I'm not a huge fan of aluminum on laptops. Maybe I'm just kind of weird, but I like the practical plastic feeling of the older Legion. It doesn't feel premium, but if you ever like bump this into something and you ding or dent the metal, that is much harder to hide or buff, especially if it loses the anodized color, versus if you were to nick like a plastic, which you can just kind of like rub enough and eventually it'll just kind of smooth out. So I don't know, it's also really cold to the touch in the morning, but maybe I'm just someone who is not the norm for these sort of things when it comes to laptops. But anyway, that is the top cover. It opens with one thumb or one finger very easily, and then here is the keyboard deck, which is protected by this cloth material. You can see there is that Ryzen AI 9, so that's the HX 375, 240 hertz. This one is the IPS panel. I actually prefer IPS when it comes to laptop screens because I do not like OLEDs on laptops. And the reason for that is PWM flicker, because when I'm on battery, for example, I never run my laptop at full brightness. I always run it at like 40% brightness, 30% brightness, sometimes 0% brightness, like if I'm in a dark room. So In that scenario, using the laptop on an OLED, that could cause PWM flicker, which can be very problematic. That can cause eye strain and issues. So if you are going to be sitting in front of the laptop for a long time and using it, this is kind of the keyboard. They do say that it has, they do say that the keyboard is 1.5 millimeter of key travel, but to me it feels slightly shallow. It's comparable to the Lenovo Legion, so that's good. But the Lenovo Legion is not as good as the ThinkPad. So if you're someone who has like a business class laptop, like the ThinkPad or the EliteBook or the Latitude, this is going to feel like a downgrade from that. I mean, but that's the case with every gaming laptop that I've tested previously. But anyway, this has a 240 hertz IPS. That's great. It's actually good that it's not OLED. I don't want an OLED. OLEDs are, in my mind, only for gaming monitors and TVs. They're not meant for laptops. Maybe mini LED will become a thing at some point on laptops. So, like, look at Apple. Apple's pretty much the gold standard, and I agree with Apple's approach when it comes to laptop displays. So I don't understand why these guys are putting OLEDs. I get that they're putting them on there probably for low refresh, but to be honest, IPS is just better at not causing like headaches and migraines and things like that. So anyway, we got the top mounted speaker grill here. It does have a numpad. Some people don't like the numpad, but it is very practical. You can use this as a work laptop if you wanted, although it is kind of heavy. So the top does have a cover, a manual switch to cover the webcam, so that's really good. So on this side, we have an exhaust vent, a 10 gigabit USB Type A. I like that it's way at the back. We have a power port for the charger, a 2.5 gigabit RJ45 LAN, an HDMI 2.1 that connects directly to the RTX 5080 for the best performance from the GPU, another 10 gigabit Type A USB port. So you have those two exhausts there on the back, and then you have another exhaust here. And then dual 40 gigabit USB-C. These are perfect if you want to connect a Thunderbolt 4 or Thunderbolt 5 docking station. They will work with either one of these ports. You can also charge the laptop using these ports, provided you have a charger that supports the wattage required. And then a 3.5-inch headphone combo jack. I can see here the speaker grill is downward. It's like angled, firing on this side and on the other side. The bottom has the dual intake for the vapor chamber. So that was a quick look at the laptop. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Currently, I think this is probably the best deal if you are one of those people that are looking to buy a gaming laptop. This Black Friday, with the price of memory going up, this laptop could probably end up becoming more expensive next year, or just going back up in price to match some of the other ones. But I think this is kind of the best deal that I was able to find. The click button is not too loud. The keyboard has decent travel. I don't think it's as good as a ThinkPad keyboard, but it is basically on par with a Legion keyboard, if that makes sense. I mean, I've got my Legion 5 here, so they feel kind of similar. But anyway, guys, that was a first look at the HP Omen Max with the Ryzen 9 HX 375 and the RTX 5080 laptop GPU. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks.